What's up guys, Sanford here from Virtual Boomerang, coming right back at you with a different kind of video today. I've been enjoying CTR Nitro Fueled a lot since its release last summer. Okay, I've been obsessed with it, but recently I've been scouring the Crash Bandicoot subreddit and I got to thinking, what are the fabulous redditors on this page's favourite things in the game? So for the past few weeks, and for the indefinite future, I have been asking a bunch of questions and compiling a list of r/Crash Bandicoot's favourite things in CTR Nitro Fueled. So this first video is a compilation of the subreddit's favourite CTR tracks per hub world. So naturally, first, I asked the subreddit, what is your favourite Insanity Beach track, based on their Nitro Fueled look alone? You know the options. 235 of you voted. Here are the results. Fourth place, with 23 votes, is Crash Cove. Despite the nostalgia of the track, it seems the other tracks in Insanity Beach are just that little bit better. Is it the simplicity? User Vic Treasureson commented, Crash Cove is nice, but basic. Fair enough, I guess. Third place, with 39 votes, is Mystery Caves. The track has some cool elements like lava and jumps and fire, lots of fire, but it just isn't as memorable as the others. User Kunikanatu said Mystery Caves and its theme always remind me of Gravity Falls. Not sure why, since I never watched Gravity Falls. Huh? What? Second place, with 69 votes, is Rouge Tubes. Clearly, simplicity isn't an issue then. I expected this to be a lot lower if I'm honest, but hey-ho. User bbase wrote, You Rouge Tubes by far. Our old friend Vic Treasureson said, I'll have to vote for Rouge Tubes. It's dedicated to my boy Ripperoo, has a lovely setting atmosphere, especially with the updated graphics, and it's pretty fast paced for a non-blue fire track. You know what? I agree, sir! And the winner, with a whopping 104 votes, is Sewer Speedway. My personal favourite out of the four. If this poll was around launch, I fear this may have been bottom, however, with its glitchy ass shortcut. Beanox thankfully fixed this, and as a result, r/Crash Bandicoot users have voted it their favourite track of Insanity Beach. Rouge Tubes fan Vic Treasureson thought the track in the OG was better. Okay then. On to the next hub world. I asked r/Crash Bandicoot what their favourite Lost Ruins racetrack was. The four options naturally, Cocoa Park, Papu's Pyramid, Tiger Temple and Dingo Canyon. 281 of you voted. Now the results. Fourth place, with a lowly 21 votes, Dingo Canyon. A little surprised at this, to be honest. A couple of simple tracks in Lost Ruins, I thought this would have placed higher. User Neobum seemed to agree, stating, gave Dingo Canyon some love, also because it's my fave. Aw, poor Dingo Canyon. Third place with 38 votes is Tiger Temple. A simple layout with a few humps and bumps, but with beautiful storm effects. A nice track, but not as well liked as the next track. Eking into second place with 50 votes is Cocoa Park. It's becoming clear that these so-called simple tracks are actually quite popular. Despite being a fairly straightforward layout, I believe this track's aesthetics, what with its statues, beautiful petals and the such, make this track a little bit more memorable for players. And that means, of course, the winner, with a cosmic 172 votes, is Papu's Pyramid, my absolute favourite OG track. This doesn't need much justification. Let's just look at the comments. MGBSN51313 said, I personally like all the tracks mentioned, but Papu's Pyramid is probably the most fun. B-Base commented again, Papu's Pyramid, no contest. It's one of my favourite tracks overall. User Salt Crayon writes, Papu's Pyramid has the most satisfying shortcuts. Keep Your Horns On had a feeling of remembrance when writing Papu's Pyramid, due literally entirely to nostalgia of it being on a demo disc I had before I had the actual game as a kid. And finally, user Ripperoo is Blue states, I only beat the Dev Coast on Papu's Pyramid last night, so I'm most positively disposed towards that at the moment, but it's also one of the tracks I most remembered from the original CTR, so there's something about the layout and imagery that appeals to me, even though it's far from a favourite. I guess this time, Papu did eat big enough breakfast. On to r/CrashBandicoot's favourite Glacier Park racetrack. 211 of you voted, and propping up the poll in 4th place with 22 votes. Dragon Mines. Maybe the time trials had something to do with Dragon Mines being so low. They're so damn hard! Although not according to MGBSN 51313, who claimed, beat the dev trial pretty easily on it and it made the track more fun using the shortcut. How? 3rd place, 40 votes. Blizzard Bluff. Penta's Homeland, a twisty track with difficult shortcuts to master. I was surprised this wasn't a bit higher in the rankings, to be honest. It usually gets picked often online. TrigBev71 likes it, however. They write, Blizzard Bluff for those drifts and jumps, obviously. A lot of love for the shortcuts in Blizzard Bluff. User V3K8Z agrees by saying, Blizzard Bluff is my favourite, because if you can do the fence shortcut 3 times, you basically win by default. Serbian Crusader comments, fence skip on Blizzard is fun as hell. User Nessa Magic had a lot to say. Tiny Arena I could take or leave, but all 3 of the other tracks are among the best ones in the game to me. I actually really like Dragon Mines, even if it's notoriously considered to be a bad track. But my favourite track in CTR is Blizzard Bluff. The fence shortcut is harder and yet way more consistent than the original. They did an incredible job turning it from Penta's unofficial home track into a truly official home track. Ski Resort Penguin Village. Aces. I don't enjoy it much online because whether or not you win, it typically lives or dies by whether you can survive the first turbo pad without being hit by a power-up. But the fact that very few players can consistently nail the fence shortcut can lead to some very exciting comebacks from far, far behind. It's a shame Blizzard Bluff came 3rd, dude. Just missing out on top spot with 54 votes is Tiny Arena. Wow. I personally do not like Tiny Arena, even in the original game. But boy, do Nitro Fueled players see it in higher regard. Autistic Brainiac agrees with me, however, shouting, any track other than Tiny Arena. All caps. I don't. User Gameplayer Stew has a positive opinion on Tiny Arena because it's the first track he beat on Oxide Ghost on in the original CTR. Welldons21 made a controversial comment. Tiny Arena, very simplistic track, not too difficult, not too easy. Polar Pass is the absolute worst in my opinion. Well, sorry to break this to you, buddy, but the subreddit's favourite track of Glacier Park with 95 votes is Polar Pass. Personally, a worthy winner. Admiral Octopus 96 summed up why. Polar Pass is a track that, in the original game, was pretty much the poster boy for everything that made CTR great mechanically. Even played casually, it's a really fun and bouncy track. User CrashFanKid 2009 said Dragon Mines is cool, but not as cool as Polar Pass. That takes the cake. FTSX kept it simple by saying, Polar Pass, it's fun for me. 2002 JOJ had positive feelings. Polar Pass is easily my favourite. The jump at the end and the cool bridge section, it's a nice track. Finally, Classy Crash likes the track on a personal level. Polar Pass was in the GameStop demo I practiced on during every one of my breaks before the game released, so I'm pretty good at it. Also, my girlfriend at the time watched me play it at the kiosk and said, holy shit, out loud, which I was proud of. CTR, getting people laid since 1999. On to the last hub world, Citadel City. All 4 of these tracks have the ability to make it to the top spot, but it wasn't as close or difficult for players to vote as I imagined. 200 of you voted. Who wins? 4th place, 23 votes, is Oxide Station. Minimal love for Oxide Station. Is it too bendy or too hard to race on? Who knows? No one had anything to say about it though. Moving on. 3rd place, with 32 votes, is Cortex Castle. In my top 2 in the original game and in my top 5 in Nitro Fueled, user It's High Noon 94 also thought decisions would be hard, stating, "Honestly, it's like picking between your children. I love every track so much in Citadel City, but the absolute king has to be Hot Air Skyway." Funnily enough, I hated Cortex Castle when I played CTR 99, but on Nitro Fueled, it's way more fun. Funnily enough, in 2nd place with 63 votes is Hot Air Skyway. The colourful casino-themed racetrack couldn't quite make it, although Redditors had plenty to say about it. One user, Mayor Iguana for the win, feels the track should be higher up, claiming it is the best track in the entire game. Mario Fanatic 64 2 concurs, adding, "Best music, awesome layout." Well, obviously that leaves one track. The winner with 82 votes is Engine Labs. A fairly complex track with its 90-degree corners and the ever so satisfying potential to blue fire the entire race. This comes as no surprise. It's what I voted for. SMWC23105 says, "Engine Labs is my favourite. The other ones are also among the better CTR tracks, but they're not as fun as that track. Also, are you going to do this with the CNK tracks too?" Yes. Yes, I am. A normal video would have stopped there, right? Not me. I'm sadistic and needed to know the ultimate winner. I took the 4 winners of the polls and stuck them in one final poll to see which racetrack would be crowned the ultimate favourite of the favourite. Sewer Speedway, Papu's Pyramid, Polar Pass, and Engine Labs. 243 Redditors voted. Who would come out on top? 4th place, with 38 votes, Sewer Speedway. 3rd place, with 60 votes, Papu's Pyramid. 2nd place, beating Papu's Pyramid by 1 vote, is Polar Pass, which means the winner with a comfortable 84 votes is Engine Labs. Engine Labs is r/crashbandicoot's favourite CTR track in Nitro Fueled. There we have it. It is important to understand that this is of course subjective. User SMWC23105 summed this up perfectly by saying, "Sewer Speedway and Papu's Pyramid are only great when compared to the other tracks of their respective hub worlds, but overall they aren't among my favourites, while Polar Pass and Engine Labs are among the better CTR tracks." Well, if you enjoyed this video and want to be a part of any upcoming videos, be sure to subscribe to this channel and of course follow the Crash Bandicoot subreddit. Link in the description. Thanks to everyone who participated and commented on my polls. This vid could not have been made without you. See you all next time. Bye!